I should be back maybe, but I'm going to have to wait 20 seconds to find out. Microphone wasn't setting up here, right? Hold on. Testing 1 2. Just a gigolo. Should be back maybe, but I'm going to have to wait 20 seconds to find out. Microphone wasn't setting up here, right? Hold on. Alright, working. One more test, the picture test, and I should be ready.
You lose.
That one schmuck beat me.
9. The battle continues.
Okay, yes, I've got picture and I've got sound. I don't know how great it is. Just sitting it on my phone, man. You get my butt kicked on this normal.
USA.
Oh, let me. Because you are probably hearing double audio. Turn my TV down, son. If I can get it down. I forgot I had to leave the TV down when I did it.
Fight.
I don't know if I'll get the fallout tonight because I had to spend 30 minutes there cooking the freaking thing up. We'll see.
Mission complete.
Round 2. Fight.
This internet around there just sucks. I was doing some silly singing earlier. I kind of hurt my throat. I did the same thing last night. I was practicing with some new songs that I run into on the karaoke. So I wasn't really doing them through karaoke, like I was playing them through my phone. I was singing through it, singing with it. It irritated my throat. I'm tired of doing the same freaking songs all the time. I was trying a bunch of 80s hits, and I ran into some weekend song. Dan, we'll go with Dan. The picture sure is jittery looking. freaking OBS.
Japan.
It looks better when it comes directly from the ps5, but I just don't have the freaking internet. Because I can't go lower than 720.
Fight.
You know, on the Xbox, I usually keep it at 480 or 360. I rarely go higher than that. You know, that's something you can even do on the freaking S, Series S. They just left them same Twitch settings there. They beating the hell out of me. You got me freaking cornered. Gonna win. I've had hell with normal. Which I know last time I played the 4.
Not yet.
Excuse the picture quality, I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if it's something to do with the computer or the OBS or settings. Yeah. I cannot use the advanced settings on my computer. You know, a lot of people, they tell you to tweak the advanced. I can't. It won't work. My cheap ass freaking computer. I just have to take the simple step. Dang! I got him! Well, you can hate on, Dan.
You win.
That's probably too loud. With one finger, I said fuck that. Because I had just started doing that live on stage when I just got COVID, and boy, I was enjoying it. That's always been one of my favorite songs. That is my favorite Hinder song. With one finger, I said fuck that!
Round 1. Fight.
She says she wants to be friends. I take a big step back. She says. I got plenty of Hinder friends. With one finger, I said fuck that. Bam, 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 bam. I can't seem to get my heart over you. With the one that's not me, it's you. It's left me less than 0. Beat down and bruised.
Round 2.
Can't see him with you. Of course, I like that with one finger. I say help that for everything I don't like. I don't think of it as a relationship. I think of it as somebody telling me what to do. Anything that I oppose, I say with one finger, I say help that. Indeed, there was an early time in my podcast where I just, you know, at the very end he does it with a big echo. I cut that with one finger, I say help that. Then I quit trying to use copyrighted stuff, because you know they tell you not to. But I would end my podcast with that, with one finger, I said fuck that. I don't like that guy, man. He's creepy. He's creepy.
Secret area.
I get this off water. I have to wait till I get my battle on. Dun 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 dun. Get your battle on. Dun 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 dun. Change it.
Round 1. Fight.
course, there's not really any much difference between the S and the Xbox One, except for the fancy desktop. And the good look of it. It plays smoother and it looks sharp. I hope I did say S, not X. I've got a bad habit, because you know that's what I was saying. Yeah. I just go blind. You know, if I'd have listened to that guy that helps you get them, I might have got them. That's how I got the PS2. I followed his exact instructions. PS2. PS2. I guess because I got my PS2 right there on top of it. PS5. Live with PS5. Should be on YouTube right now too. I didn't check it. Should be. I should be on D-Live and Trovo as well. I used to be on Facebook and Twitter, but I quit streaming there. I probably should have kept my Twitter. Now, back in the old days when I had the 800 followers, I would have a room of people. I got to have a few people in there.
You win.
They took that account away because I made a comment about Ice Cube. And I was actually defending Ice Cube, but they looked at it as something inappropriate. And I appealed it, but they didn't undo it. So that other account I had was an old account. I mean, my Rock and Roll 100 FM. I just made it my music, you know. I mean, my gaming. I had about 800. I got it. I think I got up to 820 to 50, somewhere around there. I don't even remember. I had a screenshot. I'll go try to see if I can find the screenshot. They took it away. Of course, it's really over to politics. All that bullshit. It's something you can't even have an opinion in America. I mean, if these little commies want to live in freaking China, let them fly to China. And I should just say it. Fucking live there. You want to fucking live in China? Go fucking live in China. Just leave the fucking Americans alone. There we go. That's rock and roll. Leave fucking Americans alone and go to fucking China and live there. Like that girl that gave up her citizenship. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Go give up a born in a country that she was free in. Give it up for fucking communism. He beat me. What a fucking idiot she is.
Round 2. Fight.
That's my comment for her. She's a fucking idiot. A fucking idiot. A goofball. Born with no brains. Did he beat me again? He did. I'll get even with you. You dick pic.
9. Fight on.
I almost said something bad. Okay, I could get out of rock and roll mode. I'm trying to repent. Repent. I rebuke you. Nasty tongue.
Be on guard.
I need to rebuke that now. Oh Lord, he was hard. I know most people probably don't like my opinions, but it's just who I am. I'm never gonna change who I am for anybody. Maybe Jesus. He's the only one I'd change for.
Fight.
Ain't gonna be a man on earth. Or a woman. I'm not a married man, so I don't have to. You know, when you're married, you're supposed to be two become one. But I'm not a married man, so I only have to serve me unless I give myself over to God. I don't have nobody else to contend with. I'm only gonna please me. When it comes to earthly things, I'm not gonna worry about other people. That's why I'm opinionated, and that's why I share my opinion.
Round 2.
I don't really care what anybody thinks. I've been hated forever, so I'm used to. That's what the song "Hated" was about. You hate me, but I guess I hate you. You can't stand me. It was originally a song about divorce of all things, because I was hearing about a lot about it at the time. I was watching things. But I thought when I got to putting the album out, I thought, well, I've never been in a freaking relationship. Who am I to write about divorces if I changed it? I changed all the lyrics. Actually, I didn't change it much, though. Because it was always, you hate me, well, I guess I hate you too. And then they were supposed to get a divorce. And I had some lines in there about that, about them. But then I changed all that. And I added lines like, you're a snake. A dirty snake, all that stuff about divorce and stuff. I replaced those lyrics.
Be on guard.
So I thought, who the freak am I to write about divorce? I've never been married. I was a kid. That's one of them first songs I was writing. And I was watching all these TV programs. People was getting divorces, and I was watching stuff on TV and TV court, you know, and talk shows. That's what it was really inspired by. But by the time we got to 2008-9, which I've been preparing it probably about 6 or 7, I changed all the lyrics, most of them. I just kept the "you hate me, well, I guess I hate you too." It was about a man and woman who couldn't stand each other anymore, and they hated each other. They wanted away from each other. But I made it about me, and I changed it. About people not liking my opinion. AOL and other places. I changed it. 100% made it personal. In the beginning, it was a totally fiction. I'd never been in a relationship. It was about two people that couldn't stand each other. I'd have put the original version out of it. You know, the original. I'd just take that same freaking music. We'll get the lyrics. Put out the original version. I think I'll do that. I'm going to do that. I've decided it'll be a bonus track on my new album. You know, I was going to do 8 songs or 9 songs, or whatever, 10. It's going to be the bonus. I'm going to put the original. I'm going to go find the lyrics. I've got them saved somewhere. I'm going to put that original song. The one that was about the woman and the man. I've decided. I'm going to. You know, Guns N' Roses, they had different Don't Cries. And there's a different, my way, your way, anything goes tonight. Some of the demos are really dirty. Yeah, about 3 or 4 different versions of that. My way, your way. He turned 60 years old, dude. Anything goes tonight. My way, your way. Well, I'm going to put the original Hated out. I may just put it back to its original title, Divorce. I can remember most of it. I even got it recorded somewhere.
You lose.
You ain't gonna never beat him. Never gonna beat him. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. I just rick-rolled, y'all. I just rick-rolled people. Whoever watches this video in the future, I've rick-rolled them.
Be on guard.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie. I don't know what made me think of that problem. I guess because I said I never was gonna beat him. I'm crazy like that. Crazy like that.
Bow down before my psychic power. Round 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the instrumental. I'm gonna do that original divorce song. About the man and the woman. It's gonna take the same freaking music. My way, your way, everything goes today.
Mission complete.
Round 2.
And I'm actually gonna finish a song that I put piece of a lyric because it was so creepy at the time, and I hadn't seen the game's Fallouts yet. I wrote a song specifically about that subject. It was set in the future, but I thought it was so creepy that I didn't put the full thing out. But you can go find it, Code Black Heart or something, and I've got the lyric in there. Now that I'm all alone, now that I'm all alone. I'm gonna finish it. Because I thought the world just seems to be gone, now that I'm the only one. It was a creepy song. I thought it was creepy. It creeped me out. But then one day I was sitting and I was playing Fallout Vegas. I was roaming around and I started hearing it. And I thought, God, this was about what I was writing about. A world that was gone. It was set in the future. I'm going to finish that one too. I didn't finish it. I just added the Code Black Heart. Because, you know, that's what in the song the person was whining about the person leaving them. I thought, well, I got this creepy song over here. Creeped me out at the time. It was one of the first ones I sung back when I had this cassette, like March of '94 or something like that. And I sung a bunch of lyrics out on the karaoke. It was one of those creepy ones. I mean, it always creeped me out. It would creep me out because it was set in a world of the fallen. And I was going to actually record it for the EOH. It creeped me out. So I thought, well, I'll do some new song with it. And that's what Code Black Heart came on. I changed it to Code Black Heart because I thought it creeped me out. It was set in the future. I'm going to put that full song out too. I don't know if I put it on this album or I'll just release it. But I'm going to put it out. Yeah, I believe it was March of '94 when I recorded all those. Like, I'm really missing you, baby. I'm really missing you now. It was a little different. It wasn't that grunge version made in 2006, but it was just sung out. I'm really missing you, baby. I'm really missing you now. And if I can have you, baby, I don't want to be around. I said I'm really missing you, baby. It was the first thing I sung out. Another one I changed was Tell Me Why You Have to Go. I kept a little bit of the original. It was one of the original songs I sung too, but none of it's the same. So it was about a song about a person who was calling a person a bitch or something like that. And I thought, well, you got all those other songs out there that's like that. You had like Back Off Bitch by Guns N' Roses, several other songs. So I thought, well, I'll change it. So I kept the one little line where he says, "You're a bitch." But that was the only line I kept. I completely changed the song to Tell Me Why You Have to Go. Cold Black Heart's kind of the same song as that, if I really think about it. It's a man going on about a woman leaving. But that was just some way to fix that dark song that I was so
Thank you for playing.
irrified by. I mean, it always creeped me out. Anytime I listen to that demo, I get creeped out. That's what was happening in the OH when I changed it. I got it back out as a tape from March '94. I still got that tape somewhere because it wasn't in the house. It's down there it's at my house. I'm gonna find it. If I find it, I'm gonna put the original "Really Missing You, Baby" online. This is my first song I ever did lyrics for. I did 2 instrumental pieces in '93. One was in Halloween and one was in the summer. And it was "Go" or something like that for the first one. Now, tell me why you have to go. I got the guy to make the music off my Go demo. So he sort of styled it after my Go instrumental. The Go kind of inspired 2 songs. I also had him make the Angry Indian off of it as well. So the Angry Indian and Tell Me Why You Have to Go are similar because they were both made off the Go demo. But it's stemmed from another song. But I got to thinking, well, we got too many bit songs out there, so I really they made a brand new song out of that. I was telling y'all about my old demo. I may just put that whole entire old demo up if I've released everything. If there's stuff on there I hadn't released, I won't put that up there. Because it's unreleased. But anything I've released, I'm going to go ahead and put up. I'm going to make the original version at Divorce. I'm just going to go ahead and record it and put it out there. For sure I can find its lyrics somewhere. I got them scribbled somewhere. If I can, I'll go off memories. It wasn't really much different. I just changed some of the lines, like the part where I put, "You're the snake, a dirty snake, a stinking snake. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right." I just changed some of the lyrics. And I took the male and female not liking each other out of it, the man and woman. Okay, I'll try to get over to Fallout here. So let me go to Fallout. I'll be right back. I'll do a little bit of Fallout, and I don't know how long I'll stay on. I wasn't planning to be that long setting up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Christine's version of Fallout. This has been the first time I've actually talked while streaming. Now, normally I was playing this on the Xbox One. I'm gonna get it out, and I know it won't be the same character because I've got that blindsided lady. But I'm gonna look and see the comparisons of the difference between what it looks like on the ps5 compared to what it looks like on the Xbox One. I don't think I'm playing on the XS. I don't think I have a digital. I think it's a disc only. It is disc only. Gotta start working on my album again. I might be able to do the vocals now. I don't know. I do them one at a time. I could probably do that. Or at least a song. I normally just sing my stuff out. I'm old fashioned. But I may do it piece by piece. Because I got sick. But I shouldn't really just be sitting around not working on it. Because that's what I was doing 2 weeks before I got sick. Indeed, I wasn't sleeping. That's maybe why I got sick. I don't know. But I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping 2 hours a day while I was working on that CD. God, I run into one. I hate that thing. It's so ugly. That is fun. I hate them freakers. God, they're so ugly. I'm going to get her away from I'm kind of crazy in a way. I'll go get these games for all the different kinds. Like they were to be free or available. Of course, I do that so I can see if there's any different playing it. Most of the time there's not, because most of the functions are always the same. It's just whatever's marking on the button. Like what I do here, I can do the same thing on the Xbox, but it's just a different button or different button. Now, it took me a little bit to figure out which way to go. Like say, on some things, like when she goes into the standby mode, she's sitting down. It took me a few minutes to figure that out the other night. I hate those goblins. Those ghouls. Let's call them goblins. Goblins. You know, our world's really filled with things like that. Things you can't deal with. Things that seems to have lost their mind. Is she going back to Concord? I believe she's going back to Concord. Wonder where the doggy's at. Where you at, doggy? Hey, doggy. Where you at, doggy? Hey, doggy. Oh, she's running some light. Are those wild dogs? Or is that her dog? They gonna kill her dog. Kill her too. Part of me is wanting to do GTA. Maybe I should end my PSV for the GTA. I don't know why I just ride around and never do any mission. That's kind of a waste of time. I'll do one every once in a while. The light. I wonder if it's got a goblin in there. Yeah, there's a goblin. It doesn't see me. Look at that bastard. Over there, goblin. Come on, goblin. Did you take too many Biden crack pipes. Gobbling. Too many of those Biden crack pipes. We are on the night hour. You know, several of those days while I was dealing with this, I actually got out coast to coast and I was listening to it. I hadn't listened to Coast to Coast in a while, since that night I was scared myself of the ghost. That's just, you know, if you've been in a haunted house, you don't take that subject lightly. When you don't know it's real or you don't believe in it, it's one thing. But when you've seen it, it's another. Bam, bam, bam. When was that I was listening to that? Was it December or November or around Halloween? I don't even remember. Bam, 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 bam. I don't really get scared of the alien stuff anymore. That used to scare me when I was young. I think it's all them and their laboratory creatures. It's just me. I don't think they're from space. I have an opinion on that, but I don't think it's,
The only way you get old in this job is assume everyone's out to kill you.
I don't think it's alien. You can get her up. You cannot get her up. That's a problem on the Xbox too, so I found that it's not just the Xbox. It is a problem with the game in general. Never got into that mode. I don't like that mode. There we go. I like being able to see. Is that woman that was you was talking to earlier?
Excuse me. Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
That poor animal's about had it. Indeed, I have this version of Smells Like Teen Spirit. I recorded in, I believe, December of '94. I believe it was December '94. And I had this, my mom had brought home these red Roman candles, you know, the Roman candles. I lit that thing. I'd sort of turn the lights down. Just turn my lamps on. I still had a light at that time. The light eventually completely burned out, then I had to just use lamps. That night I was using the lamp. I had that Roman candle lit. And I was recording Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I had my back to the room, you know. I had this table sitting right at the foot of my bed. I eventually moved it over somewhere else. At that time, I had it sitting at the foot of my bed. I had a table there, and I had my setup where I recorded my karaoke recording. I eventually moved it several times, actually. In the early part of '97, it was over in the corner by the closet. Then, when I was recording The World of Madness, I had moved it over to the other side of the room, in front of a mirror, sitting on an old mirror dresser, a mirror that my grandmother had. It was hers. Well, but in '94 it was sitting on a table at the foot of my bed. I mean, there's a little bit of space from it, but it was at the foot. But there was like a little piece in between the bed and my chair and the table. It was just a regular table. And all of a sudden, I was recording Smells Like Teen Spirit. I had this chill. I don't know if it was just a December or if it was a chill. But I turned around and I kid you not, there's some white entity. It didn't have no detail. It was just a white entity. Like something walking. I screamed out in the recording. I need to get that clip. It's still there, where my voice went high when I seen it. It went away just as fast as it appeared. It looked like a person, but I don't know what it was. It was like a light. That was our old house. But you know, that part would have been a porch in the old days. It wasn't a room at the time. They built them rooms on when we moved back there. We had left it when I was a little baby, and she had left it. They came back in '70. Indeed, I cried my eyes out because when the house burnt down, when I first came here and I went to school, they had 2 teachers at that time, when I was in kindergarten. And there's this black lady and the other lady. The black lady was always nice to me. She was always real good to me. She come up and asked me, "What do you like about your home?" I said, "I don't like my home. I want to go back home." She said, "What do you mean? We just moved here." "I'll never see this as home," I told her. Well, I live to regret those words. Because in 2013, after our house burnt and we was looking for new houses, I kid you not, and we didn't know we was going to look at it at the time because we had seen it on one of them sites. We started driving out to it. My mama said, "This is starting to look familiar." Well, when we got there, it was a place called The Acres. And it was our very house that we moved from when I was a little boy. And boy, I'm telling you, when I went home, I cried all night long because I was homesick. And that played in my head when I told that teacher, "I want to go back home. I'll never see this place at home." And you know, that played again in my head when I realized I'd went to that house and my house was gone. Haunted house. It was haunted as all hell. But I miss it. And I was really homesick. We was looking for a new place. And I'm telling you though, we seen, what was them, Zillow or whatever, we seen the house. We saw it was in the air and we was just gonna go look at it. Well, as we got to driving, and even I noticed it. But I still remember the drive. We would sometimes go up in that neighborhood. Just to see how it was. Like many years through, like in the '80s, we'd drive by there. The '90s. Well, it came up for sale at that same time the house burned down. We actually went to look at it. I'm telling you, that broke my heart because I remember saying, "I'm never going to see this as home. I want to go back home." I actually got to go back home. It was after I lost my home that I said would never be my home. See what I'm saying? You have to really be careful to what you say. They warn you that all the time in your tongue. I never learned. I never learned. But you really do have to be careful of what you say. I didn't even think about that, you know what I mean? I'm talking about that, didn't even remember it. But then when I was standing there and we was hurt and we was looking, we was living in a, at that time we was living in an apartment, and that apartment life is miserable. I'll never go back to a freaking apartment in my whole life. Especially if it's got people upstairs. I don't know what them freaking people did every morning. I think they exercised. And it was every morning at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. It did even worse when we was moving out. I mean, this is right when we was moving. Those freaking people that were moving in were monsters. I had to listen to them for 3 days because I had to stay over there while we was moving. And I'm telling you, them monsters drove me crazy the 3 days and I was thinking, thank the Lord Jesus, we're leaving. Them people were monsters. They were worse than the people that lived there before. At least you only heard them in the morning when they was exercising. I hate these bugs. Sprint. He's probably about dead. Lightning. Sprint! I don't even know how to sprint on the Xbox. I guess it do the same, but I just never tried it at all. I need to try it. Next time I got that Fallout 76, because they usually play anyway. I hadn't seen any of these Fallout games that don't play anyway. I started out with 4, that's when I started out with. What I'm playing now. It is my favorite of the bunch. I gotta be honest. I hate that 3. It's just too gloomy looking. A lot of people, I'll see them going on about 3 online. I can't get into 3. It just looks too gloomy to me. Of course, I've never got out of the freaking area, so I don't know if I like it. New Vegas, it's one of my favorites. 76, I don't hate it. I don't like it like I like Vegas. Why can't you go that way? He's blocked off. Oh yeah, it must be the end of the road. I have to get off. You know, one thing I do like about this game, you got a doggy with you. It's not quite as lonely, but you got the dog. Does the dog ever get killed? I've never played it before. It's kind of reminded me of Diet and the Kangaroo for some reason. Has anybody ever seen Diet and the Kangaroo? Oh god. Out here in the dangerous water. Choke me in the shallow water, for I'm in too deep. Choke me in the shallow water, for I'm too deep. choke. Choke me in the shallow water before I'm in too deep. Choke me in the shallow water before I'm in too deep. You know, I know people probably disagree with me. The best times of music was anywhere from the 50s, maybe some of the 60s. I didn't really dig the 70s that well. I liked a little bit of the disco and some of that. I didn't like that old 70s, whatever that rock was. Whatever that rock was, you know, Ted Nugent, he was kind of electric. Talking about whatever that rock was. Stuff like Kansas. I didn't really like a lot of that stuff. I love the 80s. I love the 90s. Not really a fan of the 2000s too well. He found the bill. I don't know what's inside. You want to need that stuff? First, you got a place to sit down. No cheer. Guess not. That terminal though. So what's on? 2077. My song was further than that. Ugh, I hate that thing. That name sucks. Dude, I'd rather not see that name. Play the tape. If I can hear it. And my TV's going down, but let me turn the mic off. Because you are going to get it behind, about 20 seconds behind the video. I guess there's no audio to worry about. It wasn't a tape like the tapes. What happens if you incident self-destruct? One of this shit that sounds like truck. Got something after. Can't get her away. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away. She can go that way. Run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. Run away. Satellite. 9-inch nails is returning the corn. I've seen Trent Reznor several times. Press U.S. station in Libya. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. The freaking bugs out there. Run away. Now she got something else on. What the hell is that? Hey, you're getting the shade. I see lights. You see the lights? I wonder what's in the freaking light. Uh-oh. Another wall. God, it's so stank. Where is it?
Looking to earn some cash? I could use a hand here if you're all done talking, you know.
Help you with what exactly?
I'm trying to fix this old water pump. Should be plenty of scrap in here. If I can get it drained out.
Now, what are you really up to here?
Like I said, for scrap. Mind your own business. You helping or not?
He's a scruffy looking enough herder.
I could probably help. For a few caps extra.
Just had to push, didn't you? 50 caps. Take it or leave it.
What do you need help with?
The pump isn't in top shape, but it should at least start.
Oh, the
Must
plug.
be some leaky connections flooding me out. Think you could fix them? The leaks will be underwater. Look for
Well,
bubbles.
I took a mission here. Slowly massive. A scruffy looking nerve herder. I wonder exactly where she's got to work. Right here. Nope. Where the plug's at? Whoa, she fell. God, I'm gonna kill her. I didn't even get to say. But I'm gonna kill her, y'all. Here she's dying. She's stuck. I don't know how to get her out. I don't know how to get her out. She's gonna radiate to death, y'all. Run it around. How do I get her up? I'm quitting after this tonight. I'll come back later. So bad I'm gonna be back where I started. Bow down before the one. You're gonna get what you bow down before the one. You're gonna get what. Bow down before. She's gonna die. Got money, I'll do anything for you. Got money, just tell me what you want me to. Yeah, I need to start with that. Well, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll see y'all later. Oh. Here we go. I'll cut the mic, go over here and shut the internet off. Or the Twitch and the live. Twitch, the live YouTube, and Trovo.